All right, ICA 341. We're going to continue to talk about the origin criteria, and we're going to be talking about that for quite some time because the origin criteria is the basis of the Canada-US-Mexico Agreement, or CUSMA. So, when we prepare a CUSMA certificate, we must state in field 7 of the CUSMA certificate, which is this one right here, origin criterion. Okay, we must state which origin criteria the good qualifies under. And there's 4 of them, A, B, C, and D. Now, A is wholly obtained and produced, and that's ones we're talking about now. B is produced yet using non-originating materials. C is produced by originating materials, but not all of them are A. Well, again, we'll talk about that later. And D is produced, yet the HS system and the general interpretive rules cause the goods not to qualify. And those are very specific things. We'll talk about that in the future as well. For now, we're talking about A, wholly obtained and produced. Now, origin criteria A is wholly obtained or produced entirely in the territory of one or more of the parties. And like we told you, one or more of the parties is Canada, Mexico, or the United States. So there's 2 types of goods that qualify under origin criteria A. Goods wholly obtained in the territory of one or more of the parties. In other words, natural. And that's what we talked about last week. And wholly produced in the territory of one or more of the parties. Okay? So wholly obtained is the goods, this is a review, wholly obtained is the goods and materials that naturally occur. Wholly produced are goods and materials that are produced in Canada, Mexico, or the United States. Produced means manufactured, assembled. Canada, Mexico, or United States is called the territory. You'll hear the word territory used a lot. That just means Canada, United States, or Mexico. So that's what we talked about last week, wholly obtained. So just as a little bit of a review, wholly obtained is a mineral good, like something taken out of a mine, extracted from the ground in Canada, United States, or Mexico. A plant good, vegetable, something that's harvested, grown, harvested, cultivated in Canada, Mexico, or the United States. A live animal born and raised in Canada, Mexico, United States. A goods obtained from a live animal in Canada, Mexico, United States. An animal obtained by hunting, trapping, fishing, okay, or capturing in Canada, Mexico, and the United States. A good obtained by aquaculture on a fish farm in Canada, USA, or Mexico. Fish or shellfish, meaning crab, lobster, etc. Another marine life taken from the sea anywhere in international waters, as long as the ship is registered, listed, and recorded and entitled to fly the flag of Canada, Mexico, or the United States. If that ship is a factory ship, same thing. As long as it's registered and listed with one of the countries in CUSMA and flying the flag of Canada, Mexico, United States, it's fine. And a good other than a shellfish or marine life taken from a party outside of the seabed, outside of territorial waters of North America, provided that party, meaning Canada, Mexico, United States, has the right to exploit that seabed. And we talked about that being oil, offshore oil, drilling, things of that nature. Okay, so wholly obtained is what we talked about last week. Okay, those are goods that are natural. This week we're going to talk about wholly produced, goods and materials that are produced in Canada, and produced means manufactured, assembled, etc. in Canada, Mexico, or United States. Okay. Now, wholly obtained is naturally occurring. So you have goods, plants from a farm, mining, fishing, aquaculture, livestock, any that is born and raised in North America. So anything that is naturally occurring, okay, is wholly obtained. Now, I want you to little scenario. You're hired. You've graduated from Seneca and you're hired onto a company, okay? And after graduating Seneca, you're hired as a traffic supervisor at a company. And one of your major responsibilities is to manage the qualification of your company's products for CUSMA and to complete the CUSMA Certificate of Origin for your company's products. The reason you do this is so your company's customers in Mexico and USA do not pay customs duties when they import your products through their customs authorities. Okay, so you ship goods to Mexico and they clear them through Mexican customs. They don't want to pay duty. We have to tell Mexican customs and prove to Mexican customs that your goods qualify for CUSMA. So your job is to prove your company's goods qualify and to continually maintain documented proof that they do. Well, if the company that you work for exports agricultural goods, mining goods, fishing goods, livestock, goods from agriculture, and all the other things we talked about that are wholly obtained, okay? So the company you work for exports agricultural goods grown on a farm, goods extracted from a mine, okay? All you have to do, these goods are called wholly obtained, okay? All you have to do is complete the CUSMA Certificate of Origin for your product and put in field 7, put an A in field 7 of the origin criteria. Okay? So if the company you work for does these products, exports these products, wholly obtained is easy. All you have to do is fill out the CUSMA certificate, and in field 7, we'll show you how to fill out the rest of this later, but let's worry about field 7, origin criteria. All you have to do is put in field 7, an A, because your goods are wholly obtained. So you don't tell your boss that this is easy. You just continually make the CUSMA certificates, tell they're wholly obtained, and it's easy. That's all you have to do. Okay? Now, I'm here to tell you that unless you work for one of these companies, a mining company, a produce company, a livestock company, a meat company, a fishing company, unless you work for one of those companies, this is a little bit more complicated. Okay? So origin criteria A, if the company you work for, okay, exports manufactured or assembled goods from a manufacturing facility, and all the materials used to make your company's goods are sourced from Canada, Mexico, or the USA, and are certified to be wholly obtained, okay, origin criteria A, your goods are wholly produced. Not wholly obtained, wholly produced. And now the real work begins. Before you complete the CUSMA Certificate of Origin, you must prove that your company's goods qualify. So let me explain. Okay? Wholly produced, it means the goods were made in a factory or an assembly plant, entirely of wholly obtained materials. Every material in the good is wholly obtained. Every material in the good is origin criteria A. Okay? So let's give an example. Your company that you got hired to work for, their product are diamond rings. They manufacture diamond rings. Okay? The first material they have is gold from Canada, and gold comes from a gold mine. So therefore, it is naturally occurring, it is wholly obtained, okay? And it is A, wholly obtained. The second material is a diamond from a mine in Canada. We have diamond mines up in the Northwest Territories here in Canada. And that diamond is wholly obtained, okay? It is A. So, what goes into your factory is gold, the first material. The second material that goes in your factory is a diamond. Let me just fix this up here. There we go. It's a diamond. Okay, so the first material goes in the factory door is gold. The second material goes in your factory door is diamond. Inside the factory, you do a process to the gold and to the diamond, and what comes out is a diamond ring. Okay, and it's a good material goes in the factory, gets a process done to it, and it comes out as a diamond ring. Okay, now we have gold plus diamond equals diamond ring. The gold is origin criteria A, wholly obtained, and the diamond is origin criteria A, wholly obtained, and the good is origin criteria A, but it is wholly produced, because every material, there's only two of them, but every material in the good is wholly obtained, therefore the good is wholly produced. Okay, this is an originating material, the gold, plus an originating material, the diamond, and that equals an originating good. A plus A equals A. All right. So, wholly produced is not as easy to manage as wholly obtained. Your job will be to obtain a certificate of origin from each of your suppliers to prove that each material of your good is originating. Okay, so you got to go out and you got to contact your suppliers. You contact the supplier of your gold bars and you tell them, I need a certificate of origin for this your particular good that I'm going to use as a material, and they send you a certificate of origin that says the good qualifies for CUSMA and it is origin criteria A. Then you go out to your diamond mining company and you tell them, I need for your good that I use as a material, I need a CUSMA certificate of origin to prove it qualifies. They send you the certificate of origin and it is origin criteria A, wholly obtained. Therefore, now you can complete your CUSMA certificate for your good, the company's diamond rings. It only has two materials. Each material is origin criteria A, wholly produced. Therefore, you complete a certificate of origin for the diamond rings, and your origin criteria is A, wholly produced, because every material in the good is wholly obtained. Therefore, the good is wholly produced. So just as a review, wholly produced is made in a factory or assembly plant of entirely wholly obtained materials. Every material in the good is wholly obtained. Every material in the good is origin criteria A. But guess what? That is the main way that goods are qualified as origin criteria A, wholly produced. But there are two other ways that a good be considered wholly produced. These are a little bit rarer, but they do happen. The first one is waste and scrap derived from production in Canada, Mexico, and the USA. So you have a manufacturing plant and you're doing a process. And waste happens. You have things you throw out. There are things that will fall on the floor. You cut metal and there's metal that falls on the floor. That's waste and scrap. My example is you have a tree cutting, lumber cutting operation in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada, where you take trees and you cut them into lumber. Well, sawdust is a waste and scrap derived from the production of lumber in Canada. That qualifies as a wholly produced. So if you sell that sawdust, and you might sell it for pressed to make pressed cardboard. You might sell it for waste cleaning products, things of that nature. It automatically qualifies as CUSMA under A, wholly produced. And the other way that it might qualify, or as wholly, an item might qualify as wholly produced, is used goods collected in Canada, Mexico, and the United States, provided their goods fit only for recovery of raw materials. So you've got scrap automobiles collected in Mexico to be exported to the USA for recycling. Those qualify as A, wholly produced, because they are just being brought in to the United States for recovery of the raw materials. It doesn't matter where the automobile was built. It could be Japanese, could be British. It doesn't matter. They're scrap. They're collected in Mexico, or collected in the United States, or collected in Canada for that matter. When they cross the border, they qualify as A, wholly produced, because they're basically going to be used to recover their raw materials. Now, the car cannot be resold as an automobile. It has to be broken down as scrap. Okay, the cars have to be non-working. But scrap automobiles collected in Mexico to be exported to the USA for recycling is origin criteria A, wholly produced. Okay, so just as a review, origin criteria A, wholly obtained, means the goods and materials are naturally occurring in Canada, Mexico, and the United States. And we gave you those particular examples of what would be considered wholly obtained and naturally occurring. Wholly produced, the goods are produced in Canada, Mexico, United States, or Mexico. Okay, that means the manufactured means produced. Okay, produced means manufactured or assembled, and Canada, Mexico, and the United States means the territory. There we go. Now we've done, out of all the origin criteria A, B, C, and D, we are now finished A. A is wholly obtained or wholly produced. We'll see you next week.